Hey everyone, Jason here again. Welcome to my knot channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the low profile A-frame tarp shelter. To begin with this tarp shelter, I'm going to set up a ridgeline between two trees. The first knot I'm going to tie is the mooring hitch because it's an easy, quick release hitch knot. With the one end of the ridgeline anchored, I can now tie the other end to another tree. This time, after doing a couple cross wraps, I'm going to use a simple slippery half hitch. I'm tying it on the bite because the length of my cordage is a bit too long. I don't want to put too much tension in the line yet, or it'll make the next step a little bit difficult. With the ridgeline set up, I can add the tarp. For this tarp shelter, I'm going to use a 9x9 square tarp. I'll first simply drape the tarp over the ridgeline along the center. There are a few different ways to attach a tarp to a ridgeline. For this setup, I'm going to use a couple small wooden toggles. All I need to do is slip the ridgeline through the loops of the tarp and then use the toggle to prevent it from slipping back through. Once I have the tarp secured at both ends, I can go back and adjust and tighten the ridgeline. As I mentioned, there are a lot of different ways to set up a ridgeline. If you want to see a few more, check out my video called The Essential Ridgeline Knots. I'll put a link at the end of this video and in the description. With the center of the tarp secured to the ridgeline and everything nice and taut, I can now move to anchor off the bottom corners of the tarp. For this setup, I'm going to use a tent stake at each corner and simply pass the stake through both sides of the tarp, going through the tarp's loops and then pressing the stake firmly into the ground. Sometimes we need to work around obstacles like other trees or rocks that get in the way, but don't worry about them. Just do your best to secure the bottom corners. In this example, I have a large tree right where I want to put a tent stake in the corner. Let me show you a couple solutions. The first option is I can stake down the middle of the tarp and then fold back the one corner and tie it to the center loop on the tarp with a simple double slip square knot. Another option is that I can run a length of paracord around the tree, and this time I'll use a taut line hitch to tie off a tent stake. And there you have it. This is the A-frame tarp shelter. It's a low-profile shelter that will provide some protection from the sun, wind, and rain. It's suitable to cover equipment or to sleep under. Thanks for watching.